Now, let's look at another scripture. Remember that book of Hebrews chapter 9, 8 and 9 that says that the way into the holiest of all was not yet opened. Yes, it was not yet opened as at that time. But now faith is. Now we have by faith. Now we can enter into his presence. Why? Because Jesus already opened up the way. He opened up the way through his body. He said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man can come unto my Father except by me. Except you belong to the body. You cannot be in the real temple. Let's look at one more scripture. Zechariah chapter 6. Consider verse 12.
And speak unto him, saying, Thus speaketh the Lord of hosts, saying, Behold, the man whose name is the branch, and he shall grow up out of his place, and he shall build the temple of the Lord.
He shall build the temple of the Lord, the one that is called the branch. And Isaiah will tell us that a branch shall grow out of the root of Jesse. And who is that branch? Jesus. The man called the branch. In Isaiah chapter 66, God says, to this man will I look. Referring to Jesus. He will build the temple. Not Solomon. Not man. Because God cannot live in what man has built. God can envelop what man has built. But then God does not really live in the place. This man, the branch, shall build the temple of the Lord. So what Solomon built was just a caricature. It was not the real thing. The real temple is the one that the branch will build. The one that Isaiah called the branch said, I will build my church. Matthew chapter 16 and verse 18. Here, Jesus was sampling the opinion of his disciples, apostles, the core apostles. What do people say of me? What is their testimony of me? What do they understand of me? And they began to say one thing after another. Then afterwards, Jesus now turned to them, and what do you say of me? What is your testimony of me? What do you understand of me? Who do you say I am? I'm not just asking you about other people's opinion. Then Peter blotted out, you are the Messiah, the Son of the living God. Now Jesus said in verse 18,
And I say unto thee that thou art Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it.
Jesus built the temple of God. He's the only one that built the house that God can live in. That's why in Isaiah 66 God said, to this man will I look. And so what Jesus said in that particular Matthew 24 verse 2 was a correction. Stop going by what you think. Stop going by your carnal life. Stop going by the law, because things are changing. I am going into a different mood, into the mood of the Spirit. And so the temple or the house of God has to be spirit. Something that man could not have built. And so Jesus is correcting us today as well. We should stop looking at the buildings as God's house. Yes, we could meet in the place, but God's house could as well be under a tree when we gather together in his name, in love.